Wherever you go, wherever you roam, icons high above, below, coast to coast, north to south, town to town, by word of mouth. Tell your friend, tell your mom, see the signs, drop your jaw, don't delay, seize the day. There's a million ways to say the landscape iconic. America, you got it. AmerICON, AmerICON.
Welcome to AmerICON, a look at the iconic landscape of America. Flying to Midwest Iowa from South Korea and then driving to Buena Vista University, what have I seen the most of in my life in Iowa? Corn! However, that wasn't all. Iowa has several larger-than-life icons along the roadside that help you stay awake while driving through the never-ending cornfields. The attractions are as huge as America is. Did you know that America has the biggest Hereford bull in the world? Did you know that statue of an Indian princess that an Iowan town and county is named for measures 25 feet from the base of the platform to the top of the head? And did you know there's a lighthouse that sits in the middle of the cornfields? Well, let's go and discover these hidden icons of America on AmerICON. First, we start in north central Iowa along Highway 3 in the county seat of Pocahontas County, the City of Pocahontas. And of course, that is where the beloved Indian Princess Pocahontas lives. This 25-foot tall ambassador is made of steel, wood, and cement, and measures 7.5 feet across. Her shoe size is 25. Now let's explore the legendary Princess Pocahontas. This is the city of Pocahontas in 1870, and this is the city now today. One thing that hasn't changed about the city is this: the beloved Indian Princess Pocahontas.
My grandpa was a senator in the Iowa Senate for several terms, and he just felt like, he wanted to do something special for Pocahontas, I think.
Under the commission of A.J. Shaw and his father, the late Senator Frank Shaw, the Pocahontas statue was designed by W.C. Ballard of Nevis, Minnesota, who also drew the plans for the giant musky fish at Nevis and Paul Bunyan's sweetheart at Hackensack.
My grandfather had a cottage at Nevis, Minnesota, and they had a huge muskie constructed up there, advertising the town of Nevis. And my dad thought what a good idea it would be to have something in Pocahontas to commemorate the town here.
I was in high school. I was a senior when she was erected out, when she was finished. And my cousin and I were both seniors, and we were a little embarrassed because she's 25 feet tall, My family would go out and look at her, and I'd think, oh my gosh, this is going to be embarrassing, because she really looked really ugly when she was going up with all the sticks and wires and everything, But I like her a lot better now than I did when I was in high school.
Behind the statue, a teepee was built to create the atmosphere for travelers to stop and take pictures.
Well, the Indian had to have a teepee, and that was built later. I can't remember when the teepee finally came up. They built that building behind it, and there used to be a little gift shop and a restaurant when it started out.
The legendary man who worked inside the teepee souvenir shop is J.P. Nielsen. Besides selling souvenirs to visitors, he would also repair lawnmowers. Along with the local visitors, there have been people from countries such as France, Norway, Sweden, and even Hungary to have pictures taken with him.
All people travel in the summertime. They have relatives. Some people had relatives here, of course. People had kids with them. And of course, them kids, they had to stop and see the statue. They would come in and buy a little trinket of some kind. People would stop there and they'd want a picture of the teepee, and they thought I should have my picture along with that teepee. so then they take my picture too. Yeah, amongst other things, I was a star. I wasn't very bright, but then I was still a star. Right along with Pocahontas.
I think the Pocahontas statue kind of gives us a sense of identity. Here in rural America, you know, there's not a lot of differences between one town and the next. I would really like to see the statue preserved. When I started here as city administrator last year, one of my priorities was help preserve and help kind of develop our community entrances. This community has a very progressive spirit. We're always looking forward towards things and planning 10 years, 20, 30 years down the road. One of the more significant icons in the community is our Pocahontas Indian statue.
We at one time hoped that maybe we could put up some kind of a teepee that would be just maybe even fabric or plastic or something that would hold up and put a picnic table under there or something. She looks kind of lonely out there right now.
She is a link to our past, but it will also be a link towards future generations so they can have an identifying factor for the community.
These celebrated icons bring a lively atmosphere to the roadsides of Iowa, and I think we do need to appreciate them. They are the American spirit, and they truly make up the iconic landscape of America.